Hi everyone, welcome back to week 4, session 2. As usual, we're going to get started with our safety checklist. First, we're going to make sure the space around you is clear. Have a quick scan around you to make sure there's nothing you could fall over, such as toys, pets, rugs, or furniture. To check our space is clear and we've enough room to exercise, we're going to take 2 big steps in front, back to the centre, 2 steps to the left, back to the centre, 2 steps to the right, back to the centre, and then 2 steps behind us. If we're able to do that comfortably and see no hazards around us, then we're ready to move on to the next check. Check number 2 is to make sure the home exercise environment is right for you. This means the temperature should not be too cold, but also ideally don't want to be overly warm either. Feel free to open a door or a window, whatever works best for you. Also, check that the lighting is good and that you can clearly see your surroundings. Number 3, make sure you're wearing loose, comfortable clothing. Number 4, keep hydrated. Drink water before, during, and after a session. And number 5, remember to go at your own pace. If the pace of the workout is too hard for you, try do it a bit slower, at a speed that feels right for you. And if anything hurts when doing these exercises, or if you find you're unable to manage some of the moves, contact either myself or one of your coaches. If you have all 5 safety checks ticked off, continue on to the warm-up. If you need to pause this video and go grab water or make changes to your environment so it's a bit safer, now is your chance to do so. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock now, just so you can make sure you're all set for our exercise session. So in about 15 seconds, we're going to get started. So as usual, we're going to begin by rolling our shoulders backwards 12 times. We do this by bringing our shoulders up towards our ears and then rolling them back as if we're dropping something into our back pocket. So let's begin. Bringing our shoulders up towards our ears, dropping them back and around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big deep breaths when we're doing this, 6, 7, 8, 4 more, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. We're going to go in the opposite direction now and roll our shoulders forwards. We're doing this 12 times as well. Let's begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Great work. Next up, we're going to do arm circles and we're going to go forwards. So we're going to bring our arms out to the sides and start to rotate our arms in a forward circle motion. We're going to start off with small circles and work our way into bigger circles. So we're going to do this 12 times as well. Let's go. 1, 2, standing up nice and tall, keeping your arms straight out and your shoulders down, working towards bigger circles. Great stuff. Remember to breathe. Nice big circles now for the last 2. Great. Now let's try doing arm circles backwards. Again, 12 times. We're going to do the exact same thing as we just did, except we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to start off with nice small circles just to get ourselves warmed up, and then we're going to progress into slightly bigger ones. Just 2 more of these, you guys. Let's make them big ones. Next up, we're going to do a forearm extensor stretch. So if you remember this from the other day, all you're going to do is lift one of your arms straight out in front of you, close your fist, point it down towards the ground, and you should feel a stretch all the way from your elbow to your wrist. We're going to try hold this for 15 seconds. That's 15 seconds there now. You can drop your arm down by your side and get ready to do it on the other arm. So on the opposite arm, you're going to lift it up again, shoulder height, clench your fist, put it down towards the ground, and you should feel the stretch along your arm. About 5 more seconds on this stretch, gang. That's us on that one now. Next, we're going to do a side stretch. So standing upright with your feet shoulder width apart and looking forward, you're going to reach down your leg with your hand. You should feel a stretch all along your side. We're going to do this stretch 6 times on each side. So let's begin. That's once there now. That's twice. Remember to keep your body as straight as possible, not leaning forward or not leaning back when you're bending to the side. 3 times done now. Halfway there. That's 4. And 5. And 6. Next up, we're going to do leg kicks. We're going to need our chair to hold on to for this, so I'm going to give you a couple of seconds just to get organised. For our leg kicks, you're going to stand straight with your feet shoulder width apart and hold on to your chair. You're going to keep your movement fluid and swing your leg as high as you can without losing your balance. Be careful not to go too high as you don't want to hurt your hamstring. We're going to do this 8 times on each leg. So let's go. So bring your leg forward and back, getting slightly higher each time, keeping your balance, keeping your upper body stable, and really focus on using your stomach muscles and your hips to drive the movement. 1 more. Now, let's switch sides. Let's kick that other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and strong. Keep breathing. Keep your body upright. Amazing. We're going to do ankle circles next. They can be done in either a seated or a standing position. If you want to sit down, I'll give you a second to do that. So we're going to lift our foot up. We'll start off on our left foot and we're going to rotate it 12 times in one direction. Keep your movements small and focus on only using your foot and ankle, not your entire leg. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction for 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one, 12. Now we're going to swap over to the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last two, 11, one more, 12. Great work, everyone. That is us finished on our warm-up. I'm going to give you 30 seconds now to catch your breath, drink some water, and get ready for our next part of the session. Let's get ready for round 1. We're going to start off by marching or jogging on the spot, and we're going to do it for 30 seconds. This is going to be round 1 out of 4, so do whatever you're able to. March on the spot if you're more comfortable doing that, but also if you want to jog, feel free to do so. Halfway there. About 5 more seconds. Nicely done. As usual, we're going to take 30 seconds off. So normally after this break, we head into straight punching. Today we're going to switch it up a bit and head into side punching. So to do this, we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, clench our fists and bring our hands up in front of our chest. When we punch with the right hand, we're going to bring it across our body, and then when we bring it back and punch with the other arm, we're going to do the exact same thing and bring it across our body and back to center. Let's begin. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Breathe every time you punch. Breathe out. So similar to other weeks, if you want to continue marching while you're punching, just to make it a bit more difficult, feel free to do so as well. Great! Another round complete. Have another quick break now before we head into air rope jump. So you're going to pretend that you're holding an imaginary skipping rope. You're going to have your fists closed again and elbows bent out in front of you, just like I'm doing. You're going to start swinging your arms in small circles and jumping like you would when the rope would touch the ground. We're going to do this for 30 seconds again, you guys, so let's go for it. Keep your body upright. Keep your head straight, looking ahead. We're over halfway there. 5 more seconds. Well done. We'll definitely need a breather after that one, gang. Next up, gang, we're going to do an exercise called cross country. We're going to start off with our arms by our sides. We're going to take a step out with one of our feet, and our opposite arm is going to swing backwards. Then we're going to bring our leg back, and our arm is going to go forwards. And we're going to keep alternating it. Let's go. 30 seconds on the clock. This one really is a challenge for balance, so do your best with it. Remember to keep breathing as you're moving. Keep your balance. Stay strong. Only 10 seconds left. Excellent work, gang. We nearly have this round done. Ten more seconds on the break, gang. We're going to do cross country again, except this time we're going to move the opposite arms and legs to what we just did. So when we just did it, if your left foot was planted on the ground, you're going to plant yourself using your right foot. I'm about to put 30 seconds on the clock and we're going to go for it. Halfway there. Keep up the good work, gang. Now have a nice little 30-second break. Normally, after the cross country, we finish up a round, but we're going to add in one more exercise for this week and for the following weeks. It's called straight arm tees. So, to do straight arm tees, you're going to bring your arms straight out to the side at shoulder height, and then you're going to bring them straight up towards the ceiling and back down to shoulder height again. As with all the other exercises, we're going to do 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. Just about 10 seconds in. Three, two, one, and that's us. We're about to kick off a new round, and we're going to begin again by marching or jogging on the spot for 30 seconds. Remember to stand up nice and tall. We're over halfway there. That's our 30 seconds done. Now, again, a 30-second break. We're going to plough on again here now, gang, with our side punching. 30 seconds on, and away we go. Just about 10 seconds left here now. Great stuff. We're going to do the air rope jump again after this break. So we're going to bend our elbows and bring our hands out beside us. We're going to pretend that we're jumping an imaginary rope. I'm about to start the timer, so get set. This exercise and the next exercise are definitely challenging, so if you need to go at a slightly slower pace, don't worry about it. You do whatever suits you best. 30 seconds off now. Next up, we're going to do cross country again. So we're going to start with our arms by our sides, and we're going to step out in front of us with one of our feet and swing our opposite arm behind us. And then we're going to bring it backwards and forwards. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Ten seconds left. We're going to have another 30-second break before we do cross country the opposite way to what we've just done now. Back into cross country again. We're going to move our opposite arm and leg to what we were doing the last time and stabilise ourselves on the other foot. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do this. We're past the halfway mark now. Keep up the great work. And And that is us. Remember, we're not done the round yet. We still have to go for our new straight arm tees. 30 seconds, let's go. Just about 5 seconds left. Lovely. Well done on completing round 2. Let's kick off round 3 by either marching or jogging on the spot. Over halfway there. Very well done. Quick break here and then we're back into our punches. Are we ready to do some punching? Let's kick off our side punches. Round 3, let's go. Five, four, three, two, one. Ten more seconds on the break. And away we go again. Let's get ready to skip some imaginary rope. 10 seconds in. Keep up the effort. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's us. We're going to head back into the cross country again. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're about to hit into the cross country again. Remember to switch over sides from the one you've just done. 10 seconds in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for round 3 of straight arm tees? Let's go. Just over halfway through now. Let's kick off on our final round by either marching or jogging on the spot. Swing those arms, bring those knees up, standing nice and tall, and remember to breathe. Last 5 seconds. Now a 30-second break. Let's get set for our final round of punching of the day. 10 seconds in. 20 seconds gone. Mighty going all together now, gang. Now we're going to head into our last round of air rope jump. Less than 10 more seconds. That's the stuff. Now another little break. Almost done. Let's get set to do one of our final rounds of cross country. Almost done. Let's get set now to do cross country on the opposite side for our last round of the day. Keep pushing through for this final round, guys. You're doing great work. Brilliant. Okay, let's hit this last part of the cardio. One last round of straight arm tees. We got this. And that is us done with the hard stuff of the day, the cardio. Next, we're going to move into the mobility and flexibility section of the workout. So, as usual, a quick 30-second break, and then we'll move into the next part. To kick off the mobility and stretching section of the workout, we're going to start by doing torso rotations. So you're going to stand together with your feet straight and shoulders width apart. You're going to keep your chest out and head forward. You're going to place your hands together in front of you and you're going to twist your body side to side, again tightening your stomach muscles when you do it. We're going to take this one nice and slow, breathing the whole way throughout, keeping our bottom half straight, only moving our top half. We're going to do this 10 times. 1, 2, nice and tall. Being able to move our body like this is so important when we're swimming. Two more times. Once more. Next up, we're going to do the active hands behind the head stretch. So we're going to raise our arms up slowly behind our head, bending our elbows, keeping your hands in behind your head. You're going to push your elbows back behind you and keeping your shoulder blades down. You're going to bring your hands up from behind your head, reach up to the sky, and then straight down by your sides. When you get your hands to your sides, you're going to repeat the movement backwards. We're going to try do this 8 times. So let's begin. So hands behind the head, elbows and shoulders back, reach up to the sky, down by your sides, and now reverse it. Up to the sky, hands behind your head, elbows and shoulder blades back, and up. Just 2 more. Next up, we're going to do a standing lateral stretch. So we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, looking forward. We're going to slowly sweep our right arm up, over and across our head. Then you're going to bring your arm back down by your side and bring your other arm up and over your head. You should feel a stretch all along the side. Away we go. Once more now, each side. Next up, we're going to do chest openers. To do this, you're going to stand tall with your arms in front of you, palms facing each other. You're going to breathe in and bring your arms out and back at shoulder height. You're going to feel your chest and shoulders open as you take in several breaths. When your arms are open, squeeze your shoulder blades back together, hold for a second or two, and then return to center. Let's begin. So arms up in front of us, breathe in, draw our shoulders back, hold for a minute or two, and back to center. Breathe in, push back, shoulder blades back, and back to center. You should feel your chest and your shoulders opening as you draw your arms back. Last one. Lovely stuff. Now for the next one, we're going to move down onto the ground. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds just to get yourselves down there. So when you're down on the ground, you're going to be sitting up nice and tall with your feet out in front of you. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to drop our legs to the side and bring the soles of our feet together. You're going to grasp your feet and ankles and slowly lean forward, keeping your spine straight. We normally hold this for 15 seconds, and today we're going to try hold it for 20. Remember to take nice deep breaths when you're stretching. And relax. Put your legs out in front of you. Take a breather for a sec. Let's try do that stretch again. Sitting up straight, nice and tall, we're going to bend the knees, drop our legs out to the side, and bring the soles of our feet together. We're going to hold our feet and ankles and slowly lean forward. Again, we're going to try hold this for 20 seconds. Next, we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So we're going to lie flat on either the ground or a mat with our legs fully stretched out in front of us. To stretch the right leg, hold the back of the right knee with both hands. Pull the leg up toward the chest and slowly straighten the knee until it feels as though it is stretching. Again, we're going to try hold this stretch for 20 seconds. And now drop your leg back down to the ground and lift up the other leg with your hand. Bend your knee, bring it to straighten until you feel a stretch in the hamstring. When we're complete, we're going to drop it down and stretch the other leg once more. And lift and straighten. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. We're just going to do another quick stretch on this leg and then we'll move on to another stretch. Next up, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So lying on your back, feet flat on the floor, we're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. You're going to bring your left knee towards your chest. You're going to reach your right hand through your legs and just below the crease of your left knee, you're going to pull. Pulling your knee towards your chest, you're going to pause for a second when you feel a stretch in your right glute and hip. We're also going to hold this one for 20 seconds. And release. Take a couple of seconds and then we're going to do it on the opposite leg. We're going to bring our left leg over our right knee, put our hand behind the crease on our right knee if we can. If not, just pull your leg towards you, towards your chest. You should feel a stretch in your left glute and hip. We're going to hold this again for 20 seconds. And release. We're going to take a couple of seconds and we're going to do the exact same thing once more on each leg. So back to stretching the right leg again. Bring it over the left knee. Bring your knee towards your chest. Feel the stretch and hold for 20 seconds. And release. Take a second, and then we're going to stretch the left leg again. Bring it in over your right knee, bring your knee towards your chest. You should feel the stretch in your left hip and left glute. And release. So we're going to stay lying on our back for the next exercise. This one's called bringing our knees to the chest. You're going to grab your left knee, bring it towards your chest, and hold. You should feel the stretch in your lower back. Again, we're going to do this twice on both legs. Remember to breathe while you're holding your stretch, and don't stretch too far that it's uncomfortable. And relax. Take a second, and then we're going to bring our right knee to our chest. And let go, and get ready to do it on the other leg. and drop. Now last time on the right hand side, 20 seconds. That's us done with our knees to chest. So next up, we're doing a quad stretch. So we're going to turn over onto our stomachs, lying in a face down position. We're going to pull our right foot towards our butt. You should feel a stretch all in the front part of your leg, your quad. And then we're going to let go, take a second, and then we're going to do the same on our left leg. We're going to pull it towards our bottoms, hold it there, feeling the stretch in the front part of our leg, and then we're going to repeat it twice more, once on each leg. And let go, take a second, and we're going to repeat it on our right leg. And let go, swap legs. And hold for 20 seconds. And release. Our final exercise for today is called a child's pose. So for this, we're going to come to our hands and knees on the mat. We're going to spread our knees as wide as the mat, keeping the tops of our feet on the floor with our big toes touching. Then we're going to bring our stomachs to rest between our thighs and put our forehead on the floor. We're going to relax our shoulders, stretch our hands out in front of us, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. Remember to take nice deep breaths. And back to neutral. So we're going to stay on our hands and knees. We're going to get ready to go back into this position again. Knees out as wide as the mat, big toes touching, stomach in between your thighs, arms straight out in front of us. Holding it for 20 seconds. Three, two, one, and that's us. Well done, everybody. Another great session. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you've any issues or concerns about today, like I said, let your coaches or myself know and we'll do whatever we can to support you.